Well, the Hitmen playoff train is rolling into town, and it starts Friday night for you guys. Head coach Paul McFarland joins us, and I think you can feel the excitement around obviously Flames games, and it ramps up to another level when you turn the corner in the playoffs. Maybe just paint us a picture of what this week's looked like inside your room about the excitement level to get to the second season.
Yeah, I know. Obviously, our whole group's excited. I think everyone would say this time of year, your energy level, even the practice, the attention to detail picks up because of the obviously importance of the games coming up here. So our whole group's really excited. We probably had some of our best practices of the year in this week, but I think thankfully we're excited to be playing meaningful games this time of year. It's I think a great time to be a Calgary hockey fan. There's a lot of meaningful games here coming up, and we're excited to be a part of that.
Well, and before we talk specifically about the Saskatoon Blades and your first round opponent, just in terms of the year and the progression, because I think that's always what you want to see is a steady growth, from your team. What have you seen from your group and just how they've, accepted some challenges, and you've had some new faces come into the lineup throughout the course of it and just, grown together? Yeah,
I think that's been the biggest thing we've done all year, to be honest with you, is we've been able to grow throughout the year. We got off to a pretty slow start, I would say, as a whole. We liked a lot of things we were doing, maybe just weren't getting the results as far as wins go, but I think, come November, we had an extended road trip in the U.S. where we played 6 games in 9 days, and that really kind of was a turning point in our season for us as a group, where we came together as a group. We started to play a little bit better hockey and finding ways to win. And then obviously through December and January, we were able to acquire some top talent and players. And all those guys, I think that, Gary and Cass did an unbelievable job of getting great players, but even better people. And they've really fit in well seamlessly to our group. We really have a team, first attitude on a daily basis here. Everyone understands that we've got a lot of good players, and there's going to be role acceptance. There's going to be guys that play probably a little less than they're used to, but it's all part of us having success as a team.
I know you guys clinched the playoff spot long ago, but that chase for top spot in the Eastern Conference, kind of keeping things interesting right down to the very end. What does that do for a group when you're pursuing? I know you finished second in terms of points in the Eastern Conference, but just pursuing that top spot, and then obviously trying to play your best hockey during the playoffs.
Yeah, it's been great for us. I think, all year long, like any team, you're trying to grow and get better and improve in areas you need to work at, and also build on the strengths that exist for your team. And I think collectively, we played some of our best hockey over the last probably 6 weeks of the year. Because of our division being as competitive as it has been all year, we were forced to play really meaningful games down the stretch. Unfortunately, it didn't go our way on Sunday, but I think all that's a great experience for our group to go through the ups and downs and the highs and lows. A little bit of, chasing obviously a division title and finishing first in the conference, and so that's hopefully prepared us the best for now what we have coming up.
Well, I know, in terms of, you look at the top 10 scorers, and you got a couple of guys right up there in Kindle and Tolkien. When you talk about some of the guys you've leaned on, some of the leaders, some of the guys that if you're a Hitmen fan going to watch here starting this weekend, who are you guys leaning on, and who are fans going to, notice pop right away? I know you got a bunch of them.
It's tough to probably single out a few guys. You mentioned, obviously, Oliver Tolkien, Ben Kindle. I think those two guys have led the way for us offensively anyways throughout the whole year. It's been pretty consistent. They play alongside of Tanner Howe since he's been acquired.
Sure.
So that's been a pretty dynamic line for us, both with and without the puck. They usually get everyone's best competition each and every night. But we feel like we've got a lot of depth. We've got 3 lines that can definitely come at you in waves and contribute offensively. On the back end, I think that's probably our biggest strengths as a team. When you look at, we got Sawyer, Mignot, Carter, Yakimchuk, Kalen Parker, Axel Herdig, obviously the Flames pick. Yeah. So and then some really good young defensemen after that. So for us, we feel like we've got good balance all the way throughout our lineup. Like I said, nobody has to play too much. We're hoping that, when you do get out there, you're fresh, ready to play the team game that we're looking to play at the highest level possible. And hopefully over a 7-game series, we're able to put some miles on the other team and obviously stay a little bit fresher than our opponent.
Well, it's the marathon to get to the playoffs, so now you hope you get many more weeks of hockey ahead. It starts tomorrow night against the Saskatoon Blades, game 1, round 1. So wish you all the best, and hope to see many games here over the next few weeks.
Thanks for having me.